to me, this is kind of a moot point, but give me a second. I got to set up the live stream link and it's going to be separate. So if there's any issues, it's not going to be the same thing. All right, here we go. You guys are live now.
Okay, so our executive session has ended. We need a motion to come out of executive session. Do I hear a motion?
We come out.
Okay, it's been moved by Dave Hoffman. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, I heard Jean Hillier first. So it's been moved by Dave and seconded by Jean. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion carries. And we are out of executive session. So now I would entertain a motion to approve the packet for conference.
I so move.
Okay, it's been moved. Is there a second?
I second.
Who was that? Jean or Marianne?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't make
Okay.
any difference.
Okay, so it's been moved. Who moved? I forgot now.
Me.
Paula.
Oh, Paula. It's been moved by Paula Starr and seconded by Mary Ann that we accept and approve the charge conference recommendations as presented in executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. Is there any further business to come before this board? Praise God. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Oh, just before we do that real quick, Heidi and I and Natalie, just to let you know about the Christmas season, we are planning a couple of activities, COVID safe activities. We're going to be doing the Vesper program. We're going to be doing a variation of that. That's going to be having families come and be recorded singing so that we can put our Vesper series that we normally do on a virtual platform. We also are thinking about reinvigorating, some of you may remember this, the Christmas Carol Sing-Along. Anybody remember that? No one? Oh, wow. I was told that was in the 80s with Bill Hemmon, where you guys used to have a group that would sing. It was recorded or being played on the radio, and people could call in and have their song that they wanted to be sang. We are going to be doing that as well. And we are possibly, we're going to figure this out, possibly working on a living nativity opportunity to get people together outside and see the birth of Christ. So even though we're in a COVID season, we're still going to be trying to do some good things and some nostalgic things for this Christmas Advent season. So
That sounds fun, Andrew.
yes,
you.
you're going to be Mary, Denise.
No. I could be Mary's great grandmother, maybe. Okay, so on that.
Okay,
happy
wait,
note-
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So I'm only, 58 minutes late for this meeting or whatever I was. I wish I could share a picture of what I have to wear now to work. I don't know how to share on this thing. Can you share? Is there a way to share? Is there a way to share pictures?
Yes, if you go to share screen.
Share content?
Yes.
Okay. I hope, let's see. I hope I don't send any inappropriate pictures on this. Let's see here.
I hope you don't have any of those on your phone.
Yeah,
What's
We're
on that
going
phone?
to learn about Jody's secret life here.
there we
Oh,
go.
my God.
We see
Okay.
that.
Can you go to the next one?
You can, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the reason that I'm late is because that is what I did for the last about 5.5 hours straight. Today's my birthday, by the way. And
Happy
this is how
birthday.
thank you. That's how I spent my birthday. And so the only reason I'm chiming in on that is I've been pretty I've been pretty laid back on COVID. I mean, not laid back, but I'm telling you, it's looking a little bad. It's looking pretty rough right now. And I don't get excited about a whole lot of anything, but it's kind of rough right now. There's more than 80 or 85 positive cases, active cases in our county right now. And about every other patient that I tested today in the clinic, I was out in the COVID clinic testing today. That's why I had that beautiful get up on. And about every other patient was positive today. So, and interestingly, one cluster, which this will come out, I'm sure at some point, was a church in town, not ours.
Hopefully not.
Not ours, that were not following, necessarily not following, they weren't wearing masks at church. And so my warning is that there's a lot out there right now, and it's starting. They sent 27 kids home from the middle school today,
Yes.
because of one positive, but 27 now are in quarantine. So, and you might have already talked about all this, have you?
We did a little bit. I didn't get into the 27 kids. We also have 3 people of our church. One that was life flighted yesterday.
Yeah, I was part of that.
Yes. And so we have members of our church and people that have COVID.
Well,
And
the
they
other-
are not, and I will tell you, they are not well.
Yeah.
And there's others in our community, that are not well with it. So anyway, there's your warning. It's out there. There's a lot of it. It's in our school. It's in our church. It's in our community.
Jody, the thing I've been before the city commission twice to ask for a mask mandate, once in person and once when I was in quarantine. I had John Broberg take my letter, and you all, the providers, signed a letter and presented it to the city commission. I just now emailed them a study about how community spread COVID, how it affects the nursing homes. So you can't help but keep it out of the nursing homes and schools once it becomes community spread. And it just makes me sick. I just wish we had a mask mandate, but that's my
Well,
two
my
cents.
question maybe for Jody, because Marianne brought it up and Jean did with the accelerating numbers. I had said eventually we need to have a policy so it's not subjective, to say when the positive infection rate is at this point, we're going to stop doing this and do this. And we had said we'll wait until the end of November and maybe look at if we need to cancel church in December. But is it to the point where you think maybe we need to have that conversation? And I know people don't want to have that conversation or hear about it, but is it to the point where people are?
Well, I mean, when I was at church on Sunday at the 10:45 service, I counted, I think, 18 people there,
Mhm.
something like that. I mean, there's not very many people going there. And I didn't at all once feel uncomfortable about being at church on Sunday because there was no one there and we all had on our masks. And so, I mean, right now I feel very comfortable because we were more than socially distanced and wearing our masks. I don't know what the magic number is. We played this game for 3 weeks straight, day and night, trying to figure out a magic number for that school district. And we came up with numbers just to fill in the gaps on that gating criteria, but there's no science to it because it's so subjective. And so I don't have a county percentage number. The other thing that's really hard, especially in our church, it's the same with the school district. We can get a county positive rate and it's going to look real bad right now, probably. But that doesn't mean it's in Hiawatha. I mean, it could be in Horton. It could be on the Kickapoo Reservation. I will tell you, there are a lot of positives in Hiawatha right now. I did not say that before, but there are in Hiawatha now. And so I don't know that a county positivity rate helps make a decision. I really think, honestly, that the increased infection rate is going to keep people from coming to church in general. I don't think you're going to have to shut it down because I don't think very many people are going to come. I mean, I
Jody,
think
just for your information, we did vote tonight to go to one service on the 15th.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, yes,
sorry,
I
I'm
forgot
late.
about that. Yes.
At 9:30.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we can get, it will also make it feel better when more people, if we're gonna get 30 people, let's get them all at one service instead of two separate services.
Yeah. And are you still limiting the number?
To 50, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I still think, I think perhaps if it got to the point where we were having a higher number of people coming, or we were starting to limit, or I think at that point, then maybe we have to start making some decisions about doing in-person services. But right now, where we can still socially distance and wear our masks and be safe at church, I don't think it's a decision we have to make yet. The outbreak in Hiawatha, at the church in Hiawatha, was 100% because they did not wear masks. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. They sang without masks on. They didn't wear masks, which I bet that was great. I bet they had a great service and sang their precious little hearts out. But now they all have COVID. So anyway, sorry, I'm late to the party and I don't want to drag this on anymore. And I know you guys have been on this for over an hour now and I'm late, but that's because I had that alien costume on.
Yo, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Thank you, Jody. Anything else from anyone? Okay, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank
What about
you.
I say no one wanted to leave, huh? They just want to stay
Do I
on.
hear a second? Oh, do we have a
about
next
a
meeting?
next meeting?
Meeting day?
Uh,
Wants to know.
30 days, a month, whatever that is. Let's look. So December 2nd? That sound okay? December 2nd,
Sounds good.
6 o'clock, December 2nd.
Okay. So all in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Who seconded that?
Anyone.
Just pick someone.
Yeah, anyone will
And I
second
did.
it.
Paul
I
Star.
Jody,
Okay.
Jody,
Thank you, everybody.
Jody,
the 27 people from the middle school, was that positive cases or just people that have been tested?
No, there is one positive case in
Okay.
the middle school. And because of how quarantine works, one positive case took out 27 students.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're either, again, I don't want to bore everybody with boring COVID stuff that I do all